swing high. It's a deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bond stands alone. Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for 8. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open. Chicago with the lead.
Minute remaining. And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Taproom Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Stacks on Stacks Flats. Joined as always with my guys, Mr. Big Ball and Ben Larson.
Yes, sir.
Swerving, Irving, Washington. How we doing tonight, fellas? Congratulations, Irv, to your Dodgers heading to the World Series, by the way.
Fuck the Dodgers. You and your fair weather fan over here with his Dodgers hat on.
I mean, I got a hat of every team, so.
Yeah,
I got bourbon going.
If that's the case, he's a fan of everybody. You got everybody hat.
I do got everyone's hat.
Except for
The Yankees.
there we go.
Only team that I do not own a hat of in New York.
In baseball.
In baseball.
For baseball.
Well, even if you was a fan of the Yankees, you can't own the Yankees hat in LA. So
Why is that?
if you get caught in the wrong part, you're gonna get the shit beat out of you or shot.
I mean, that goes for any hat you wear in LA, though.
But
Are you just
the Yankee?
current?
The Yankee hat is the worst one. But no, the LA hat is actually safe. You can wear that hat.
I would hope so, even if it's blue.
Yeah, you be safe with the LA hat.
Interesting.
Are you current, Jordan?
What do you mean?
Do you have an Expos hat?
I do. I have the blue Expos hat.
Okay.
The Expos hats
Yeah,
are clean.
you pay at the celebration.
Who?
There's nothing. Y'all can't hear me.
All right, so we are being brought to you by the Sharps app, SHARPZ. Make sure to download it. Use promo code JORD517. It's free to download, free to use. Sharps app. Track your bets. Become a better so you don't bet as shitty as I did this week. But that happens. We'll move on. I want to talk about baseball first before we hop into football because we're down to the World Series, and so we don't really have like a ton to like break down and stuff. But obviously, the Yankees beat the Guardians in 5 games, or was it 6 games? Sorry, 6 games. Yeah, I mean, like the Guardians series, Game 6, I was kind of curious as to what the Guardians were going to do because, like, they've used all their bullpen arms, like, consecutive days in a row. I was like, dude, they're not going to have anyone to pitch tomorrow. And, of course, like, their best relievers fucking get shelled. Clase was just a fucking shell of himself all fucking playoff series.
Shout out to Kenny Powers.
Yep, and Juan Soto, though, but yeah, Juan Soto came through, bro. He came through everything the Yankees could have imagined and more when trading for him. That's what you get for him, especially when a guy you're paying $500 million fucking is hitting, 157. I'm talking to you, 99. Guys gone ghost. Stanton and fucking Soto absolutely fucking carrying that team.
Yeah, I mean that's another name that you got to put in there is Stanton. Because if it wasn't for Stanton, even with Soto going off, if it wasn't for Stanton, they'd be at least
Stanton
in
won
Game
the
7.
ALCS MVP, right, Ben?
I don't remember seeing that.
I think he did because he hit 4 home runs in the series.
I mean, I would imagine so. He should be. But again, if it's not, yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Stanton.
Yeah,
Yeah. If it's not for Stanton, they're not there.
Yeah, Stanton and Soto, I mean, just fucking absolutely carried them, bro.
Yep.
But yeah, you're right. Stanton probably the biggest component. And then on the National League side, I gave the Mets like a small chance. I thought they were like hot coming in, but I was very concerned with their bullpen. And on top of that, some of their starters, especially like Jose Quintana and Luis Severino, I was like, man, these guys are like due to get fucking shelled, bro. Like they've been like pitching way above like their advanced metrics show that like they're due to get fucking creamed, and sure enough, they did. And that's the thing is like the Dodgers lineup from top to bottom is producing. Like if you told me fucking like Tommy Edman was gonna hit a bunch of who won the NLCS MVP? I didn't watch the post.
Tommy Edman.
He did, yeah, absolutely deserving, dude. He was hands down the best fucking player in that series. But I mean, you could have handed it to Max Muncy had a fucking good series. Otani had a good series. Mookie Betts had a good series. Like their entire lineup, basically, aside from Freddie Freeman, who's like playing fucking on one leg.
But even then, Freddie didn't have that bad of a series.
Nah, he didn't. Like they
He
all
came in clutch when they needed him to.
They Kike Hernandez had a good series. Like everybody, top to bottom, has been hitting and producing in that lineup. And then the bullpen has just been absolute fucking nails, you know, aside from like guys they throw out there in fucking garbage time. But yeah, so it's like I'm looking, so we're looking at the World Series now. Dodgers, Yankees. Dodgers are anywhere from -$1.20, -$1.25 favorites in the series. Yankees anywhere from even money to +$1.05 depending on the book right now. But I'm looking at it and I'm just like, bro, I don't know how the Yankees win this series, dude. Like I don't see a path to victory for them. What say you guys?
All bias aside, I'm with you because outside of Garrett Cole, they starting pitching his ass.
Even Garrett Cole's been like,
yeah, he's been mid. He ain't been Garrett Cole. They two best relievers been terrible, Clay Holmes and Luke Weaver. So if the Dodgers wait them out like they did the Mets, this could be a 5-6 game series.
I don't even think it was 6, bro. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, no. You guys are absolutely right. You're asking for Stanton, who is likely not going to stay hot, to stay fucking molten lava hot. You're asking for Soto. I'm not worried about him. Soto's going to play well. Soto's got that caliber of talent that it doesn't matter where he's at. But you're asking Judge to completely play differently than he has for the last 3 weeks plus. Other playoff history that we've seen where he hasn't been, quality of starter. You're asking some young guys like Volpe to come in and be someone that he's not. You're asking young pitchers to be someone that they're not. You're looking at something, starting pitcher wise in Rendon, in Schmidt, to come in and pitch well where they haven't been pitching. You're asking Cole not to deal with his shoulder injury. Yep. And it's just like the list goes on and on and on for the Yankees that it's very hard to, even think that the Yankees have a shot right here. Yeah. I give it 5. I think the Yankees will probably take 1 game. Yeah. I don't know which it's going to be. I don't know who's going to be on the bump, but I think they take 1 game.
I think they take the 1 game the Dodgers throw a bullpen game.
It could be.
Maybe.
Yeah, it could be Walker Buehler's game.
But Walker's been pitching well, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you take away
can he go back to back to back though? Like same thing with Flaherty. Can he go back to back?
Well, Flaherty, he came out that he had 103 fever in game 5. I don't know why they pitched him, but
yeah, sure.
Hopefully he's feeling a lot better his next start.
Hold on, we got some activity in the chat. Philly too lit. Dodgers taking it for sure. Dodgers win first 2 games and Yankees will win game 3.
What up, Philly? Thanks for stopping by.
Steven stopped in. He said, "What's up, boys? What is up, Steven? Thank you for stopping in." Philly, thank you for commenting. Yeah, I think the Dodgers win. I am concerned about Flaherty. That's like the only concern I have for the Dodgers, dude, is because his velo is down like 4 to 6 miles an hour his last start, and whether whether it was illness or something was going on, dude. And hopefully it's just an illness, or hopefully that's it. Hopefully it's not an injury. Because
hopefully it's not as bad.
Yeah, because that was nasty, bro. But yeah, dude, I just don't see a world where the Yankees fucking win this series, bro. Not with the way the Dodgers are playing. And Ben and I, before we went on air, before you came on air, we were talking, and we both have been talking about this like a long time before, and we both said whoever won the Padres Dodgers series was going to end up winning the World Series. Like that was the World Series in our opinion, and the Dodgers won it, and the Dodgers, rightfully so, are the favorite to win the World Series. They spent $1 billion in the offseason to get here. They expected to be here. Their fans expected to be here.
They only spent 500,000 in the offseason, 500 million in the offseason. They deferred the rest for like a later down the line. So
No, actually, we spent 1 billion, but money.
Ben loves the
better than money spent.
Ben loves the Los deferrals.
yeah.
The Los.
Hey,
If the Dodgers win, I will get that a Dodgers hat, but it's gonna say Los Deferrals.
all right, then
I'll get it blue and
then you got to get a jersey that says it too, and wear it the opening day.
Nah,
yeah.
I think a hat's better. A Los deferrals hat. That would be
Did you guys like
fun.
my Aaron Judge comment the other night?
Hold on, what'd you say about Judge?
That
they should have signed Arson Judge.
Yeah, the Yankees wish they had signed Arson Judge instead of Aaron.
Dog shit.
Yeah, 99's out there. He's struggling, bro. He is.
Boys, go get that Dodgers series line right now. It's already moved 6 cents.
Are you serious? What's it at now?
126.
126. Yeah, that's I bet the Dodgers earlier in the Mets series to win the World Series. I got them at like plus 130, which is pretty good value because I knew they were gonna fucking smoke the fucking Mets after like game 2. I was like, this series ain't gonna last very long, dude.
No.
Yeah, it's gonna be, from a media standpoint, obviously this is exactly what they fucking want. They want Yankees versus Dodgers. It'll probably be the most watched World Series in a long ass time, but yeah, man, the Dodgers should be the fucking Padres here, man. That's all I gotta say, bro.
Yep.
Should be the motherfucking.
Oh yeah, I mean this should be a quick. I'm waiting for the lines to come out for like specific number of games, and I think you're gonna get good value on 5 and 6, maybe even 4.
Yeah,
if you can get plus 300 on any of those, like on those or up.
I bet you can get a sweep like probably like fucking 6-1, 7-1 odds, dude.
Yeah, I mean you can take that and another, and still be up on either.
Yeah.
On either way that they win. So
yeah, I think I mean there hasn't been a sweep since 2012. There's only been 2 sweeps in the last fucking 20 years, but this could very well be one of those, dude. I really do think so.
But the last sweep was the Red Sox and
no, it was
the Cardinals they swept.
No, it was 2012 when the Giants swept the Tigers.
Okay, and before that, I know it was the Red Sox. Red
Sox swept the Rockies.
Yeah.
07.
Yeah.
Yep. Sweeps don't happen often, but this could be one of them, dude. I'm really struggling. I know I hate the Yankees, bro. I hate the Yankees more than anything, but I'm really struggling to find a path to victory for the Yankees, dude. Like the Dodgers would just have to go absolutely fucking ice cold. And their bullpen would have to turn into it would have to just flip a switch and be bad all of a sudden, and it hasn't been. What tells you all these things are going to happen? But what I do know is that the Yankees bullpen hasn't been very good all postseason. And aside from Stanton and Judge, and you're getting, on base from Gleyber Torres and Volpe, but the Dodgers don't really walk guys. You know what I mean? They're a very disciplined pitching staff, and they're very deep in their bullpen, which makes it very difficult. And that was the problem with the Padres, is that the Dodgers bullpen was so deep that they finally figured out, once the Padres don't see someone 2 times, it's very difficult for them to fucking get a hit. So they just started playing the bullpen game. And those 2 games, they held them to 0 runs.
Yep.
I mean, the Dodgers held the Padres last 8 games versus them. 2 runs against their bullpen, dude. 2 fucking runs. That's it. So it's going to be very tough sledding here for the Yankees, bro. It really is. And if you're a Yankees fan, you know, I know you guys are all fucking cocky and we're the Yankees, 27 rings, 41 World Series.
No, we can't say 27 rings. You got 15 Jim Crow rings. So every ring you won before Jackie broke the color barrier.
It's true, though.
We count those as Jim Crow titles. You didn't have to play against black folks and Caribbeans and Venezuelans and Japanese players. So you can keep bragging about those Jim Crow titles. But New Age fans, we don't give a fuck. So for the last 15 years, y'all basically been in the Colorado Rockies. So
shit.
It is going to continue. So let's get the show on the road.
Oh man.
That's comedy. Hey, it's crazy too because like I think I was talking with Irv about this the other night, and I was like, fuck, dude, if AJ Hinch just fucking threw Screwball out there for that fucking save in Game 4,
that's all he had to do.
Then we're not even talking about, because I'm telling you right now, dude, the Tigers would have beat the fucking Yankees, dude. But it was that I don't know why he didn't fucking do that, bro. It was that one decision just changed it all.
He did a Dave Roberts decision on that one.
Yeah, he was thinking like, oh, if I start Screwball Game 5, it's guaranteed we're gonna fucking win. But that's not always the case, bro. You just need him for 6 fucking outs, dog. But nonetheless, here we are. Yankees, Dodgers. Starts on Friday. We have a fucking week, dude.
Yeah.
We have a whole fucking week. Like, what the fuck? A whole week without baseball, bro. But we do have NBA regular season starting this week, so that's just
starts on Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah, yep. We have
2 Monday night games.
Yankees. So we have Knicks at Celtics, and we have Timberwolves at Lakers to kick off the season on Tuesday night.
Bronny getting action on Tuesday.
Yeah, he'll probably play a couple of minutes just so LeBron gets the satisfaction, and it's well deserved too. Like, I'm tired of people fucking talking about how Bronny's getting this opportunity because of nepotism and all this shit. Like,
Bronny is getting this opportunity because of nepotism.
Sure, but I don't give a fuck. Like, Brad and Chad get fucking jobs as nice gigs because their parents are fucking rich and have good jobs. So why the fuck should I care about Bronny getting a gig? LeBron's he's top 2 greatest basketball player to ever live, dude. What? Am I wrong though?
No. I love you're just Brad and Chad get jobs because of their daddies.
Yeah, they do. Do they not?
I know you're absolutely right. You're 100% right. It's just funny as fuck.
That's
just
why
like the Yankees are the fucking Rockies.
So here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Jim Crow titles.
You went back and counted them all.
And their last championship was 2009. So,
okay, yeah. When was your last championship other than Mickey Mouse?
1988.
We don't talk about the 88 title, dude.
Yeah, we played the A's. So,
hey, but real quick, I think something very similar is gonna happen, like the 88 series, right? Remember the 88 series? What sparked the Dodgers' victory in the 88 series?
Walk-off home run from our boy Bob Gibson.
Kirk Gibson. Close.
No, Kirk Gibson, yeah.
But remember, he was on like one leg.
One leg. And my boy Freddie is on one leg too.
I'm telling you, bro. Freddie's going to play. There's going to be a memorable moment in this series that Freddie's going to fucking. He's going to hit a big home run that's going to fucking just alter the series, dude.
And his son is back. He was out there with him post-game celebrating, so that's always great to see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guy's a fucking class act. I love
he is. He's a future Hall of Famer. He's a man's man, best for the best. It don't get no more prestigious than Freddie Freeman. That's why I'm kind of shocked that the fucking Braves let him walk, because
they let him.
I understand. I understand Matt Olson had that good year his first year, but his man, this last season and a half, dude's been dog shit.
He hasn't been dog shit.
He hasn't been great, but he hasn't been to the levels that was expected. But
Yeah,
He's still a fucking Gold Glover too.
oh, absolutely.
The difference between the reason why they let Freddie walk is because he's old,
yeah.
and they traded for Matt Olson. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. That's the thing with signing free agents sometimes, dude. Is like a lot of teams are hesitant because like they know that the back end of that contract they're gonna be eating the money.
Yeah, they're gonna be shelling out a lot of dollars for not the same player.
It's like the Giants did with Hunter Pence, dude. When they signed Hunter Pence, like they signed him to a ridiculous contract that probably nobody else would have signed him to. But it's like he deserved it because of what he did for their World Series runs and shit. And it's like, okay, we're just gonna have to fucking eat the back end of this and deal with it. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of these upper echelon teams like the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Red Sox, these high market teams, they're able to sign these free agents because they can afford to eat that money. Whereas a lot of these smaller market teams, bro, they can't. If they're paying somebody fucking $30-40 million a year and they're not producing, it like basically is like half their payroll, dude. And they're like, well, we're fucked, you know. So that's and baseball owners are cheap too. They should be more.
Hey, I
spendable.
I was looking at the Yankees lineup here, and we have Jazz Chisholm. Is he a free agent?
I think
He
he's
might have
under
one more
contract.
year R, right?
One more year?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Because after his performance,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't see the Yankees picking up his contract.
Well, he hasn't been good for a couple of years. Plus, he's always fucking hurt.
They need to send his ass to the Cactus League. That's where he need to go.
Motherfucker's always hurt, and he's always fucking underproducing.
And he always giving people bulletin board material too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then sucking ass after.
Philly Too Lit said LeBron assists at a under looks like a good line to take. I don't see him playing the whole game. LeBron James in the regular season game, I mean, he's not gonna play the whole game, but he'll definitely be out there, especially in a nationally televised game. I just think the Lakers aren't going to be very good this year. So
Probably not.
this is
Philly's not gonna like that.
This is a last hurrah for LeBron, dude. That's what this year is, and he 100% fucking deserves it, dude. He deserves his son to be on his team. He deserves his son to play with him. Like, I don't give a fuck, dude. LeBron is a top 2 player. If Michael Jordan's son was able to play with Michael, I would have said the same fucking thing back then. I would have been like, bro, whatever Mike wants, fucking, he deserves it, bro. He absolutely 100% deserves it. Warriors Sun 2-man parlay. Who do the Suns play? Who do the Warriors play opening night, Ben? I've barely looked into NBA. The only NBA future I made this year was Spurs over 38.5 wins. That's it. I'm a Spurs fan this year.
Seems like a great bet to me.
NBA on Wednesday, you have.
And Irv, you're right about Jazz. He has one more year of ARB.
Yeah.
What was Phillies?
Or I'm sorry, Irv. He has 2 more years of ARB. He has next season and the year after.
Well, you know the desperate ass Skankies, they're gonna definitely pick up his options.
Yeah, they'll definitely pay his arbitration. I don't see him playing.
Philly's talking about. He's got to be talking about Friday.
Philly did say Lakers for sure not going far this year.
Yeah, Warriors, Jazz, and Suns, Lakers.
Yeah, Philly. Don't put any futures on the Lakers.
I think the Jazz aren't gonna. I think the Jazz might be better than people think they are this year, dude.
They playing better defense so far, that's for sure.
Oh, no. Sorry. It's Wednesday. My app didn't scroll down. Warriors, Trailblazers.
Oh yeah,
and Suns, Clippers.
Hey, I kind of like what the Blazers doing too, though. I like Donovan clinging. I like a lot of the young guys they have.
We live. I can't say my nickname for Klingman on record.
What, the Nazi?
Yeah, the 7'4" Nazi.
I mean, you could say it's whatever. It's not like that's just he does look like a Nazi, bro. He looks like a fucking 7'4" Nazi, dude. He literally does.
I have no idea who you're talking about. Who is this?
He the
Donovan
center
Klingen.
mid.
Like, look at Google
Yeah,
Donovan
Google
Klingen,
him.
bro. He literally
He
looks like a
he look like a sergeant in the Gestapo.
he looks like someone you would cast in a fucking Nazi movie, dude. Is a
Hey,
Jesus
glorious
Christ.
bastards. You should have been the dude sitting at the table with him.
Jesus Christ.
did you
This is
did you
the
look it up?
German
Yeah.
He does, right? So does Dalton
Not wrong.
Connect though.
Oh man.
Jesus.
Warriors play Blazers, Suns play Clippers. Yeah, Clippers are gonna be dog shit this year.
Remind me of National Security and Martin Lawrence.
Oh, that was a great film.
All right, let's get. Do we got any more baseball? Let's get away from Nazi Germany over here.
Hey, you gotta give everyone nicknames. All right, let's hop into the Sunday recap. We'll start with the Sunday night game.
Not Nazi nicknames. But
I mean, like, dude, he literally does look like someone you would cast in a Nazi movie, dude. Like, we're not calling him a Nazi, dude. We're just saying he looks like a fucking Nazi.
He looks like what?
He's a 7'4" Nazi. We're not saying he is a Nazi or he's racist or anything like that. We're just saying he looks like he looks like he could be in Inglourious Bastards, dude.
Exactly.
All right. Sunday night football. We had the Jets at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jets closed 2.5-point favorites. The total was 40. The final score was Pittsburgh 37, Jets 15. This was Devontae Adams' first game since getting traded to the Jets on Monday. Aaron Rodgers went 24 of 39, 276 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Russell Wilson started slow, but he finished pretty strong, 16 to 29, 264 yards, 2 touchdowns. Najee Harris added 21 rushes for 102 yards and a touch. Breece Hall rushed for 12 attempts, 38 yards, 1 touchdown. This is my big thing about the Jets, dude. And I played the under in this game because I was like, bro, both these offensive lines fucking suck. And I thought both defensive lines would wreak havoc. But they didn't. But my one thing about the Jets remains true is their offensive line is fucking donkey balls, dude. Like, it doesn't matter that they went and got Devontae Adams. Ben, we talked about this last week. In today's NFL, you have to be able to run the football to be successful. And they cannot do it. You can't expect a 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers to drop back 60 times a game and throw the ball, dude. It's not going to happen. And that's not who he is now. And this is, now the Jets, you went out and traded for Devontae Adams for what? For what? Your offensive line sucks. You can't stop the run. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, 8 QB hits.
Dude,
That's crazy. Both those interceptions wasn't his fault either.
Yeah, the Garrett Wilson one especially, like that shit, like you gotta make that catch, dude. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Well, the Jets fans blame it on his jersey. They said he got to get that fucking jersey out of here.
Bro, use your hands.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's also just showing that it wasn't Robert Saleh. It wasn't the offensive coordinator. They there was horrible fucking play calling. The offensive line is absolute trash. You're right. Aaron Rodgers is getting older and can't move. I'm surprised he only had one sack tonight. And man, Pittsburgh wanted to beat it down their throat, and they really did beat it down their throat with a fucking touchdown with 27 seconds left.
Yeah.
When you're up by 15.
Yeah. Yep.
Which absolutely surprises me that they didn't kneel right there.
Well, Najee wanted to get in the end zone. And for my fantasy team, I'm happy he did so.
Yeah.
It's so
but in the whole game, like there was just pettiness from the Steelers.
How so? What do you mean?
Just like little, like getting in guys' faces.
That's just football,
A
bro.
little extra dance. No, it was extra. It was extra. There's definitely that rivalry between the Jets and the Steelers.
They don't have a rival. There's no rivalry
There's
there.
there's something, and if not, it's going to be after because when you're up 15, you don't score a pointless touchdown at the end of the game like that.
I mean, dude, that like I agree that usually doesn't happen in the NFL. But I don't think there's like a rivalry here. That the Jets suck. They're not good. And
Yeah,
the Steelers are a decent team.
Steelers are a decent team. They're not
I think
world beaters.
well, I'll say this, dude. I was a little skeptical of like switching over to Russell Wilson, but we had this conversation last week. I was like, dude, Justin Fields kind of sucks. Like aside from like his running ability, like the dude can't fucking throw it. And I will say that having Russell Wilson, that deep option is open with George Pickens, and George Pickens is a fucking monster, dog. Like that kid is nice.
Yeah.
Like he made some incredible catches, and he was dude. He beat Sauce Gardner like he was killing Sauce, dude.
Yeah.
Sauce is one of the best DBs in the league.
And they brought him in at a good time because you've got the Jets, who defense is not up to where it should be. They're a good defense, but they're not playing up to where they should be. And
the Jets can't stop the run, dude.
Yeah, and you got the New York Giants next week.
Who does?
The Steelers.
Oh, they're gonna dog walk the Giants.
They're gonna dog, yeah. So you're gonna get Russ.
Oh, and is it in Pittsburgh?
In Pittsburgh, yeah.
Oh shit, the Giants might have a chance. They might have a chance. The Giants just can't. Yeah, they can't. The Giants can't play at home for some reason, bro. They cannot play at home.
They can't play anywhere.
They beat the Seahawks in Seattle.
Yeah, the Seahawks aren't that great.
Dude, they beat the Seahawks in Seattle.
By 10, I think. It was like 31-20, something like that.
Hey, this is the craziest stat you'll ever hear.
The Giants are not good.
Hey, Daniel Jones has not thrown in a touchdown in New York at home in like 4 years, dude.
That's not true.
No, I swear to God. They just can't play at home for some reason, bro. They're not good at home. They're much better on the road. I mean, they're not a good team, dude. I'll be honest with you, but the one thing I will say about the Giants is their defensive line is actually pretty fucking good. They lead the league in sacks. Well, at least they did coming into today. I think after the Eagles had like 9 sacks today, they probably do. We'll get to that game eventually. The biggest thing for the Giants is they don't have Andrew Thomas, their left tackle, and that's a huge loss, dude. But yeah, the Steelers probably fucking smack them next week.
Yeah.
I mean, anything I say about the NFL, you should just take the opposite at this point.
Daniel Jones, I was frustrated that they pulled me from the game today. Like, bro, you fucking sucked.
Dude, he
absolutely sucked today.
He does suck, but like to his point, bro, like to be fair to him, like every time he dropped back, dude, he had somebody in his fucking face, dude. Like they could not protect him. I'm telling you, without Andrew Thomas, dude, they're fucked.
14, well, we'll talk about it when we get there, but 14 for 21 with 99 yards. Give me a break.
And I think they only had like 8 or 9 targets.
8 targets.
It's hard to throw a ball when you're on your back, though.
He on my fantasy team. Hey, Danny Don, where the fuck they call you? Get your shit together, man. You out there looking like Derek Anderson when he was playing for the fucking Cardinals.
What you should do is look to trade Neighbors if you have him in fantasy.
All right.
I would be like, bro.
I got him and Maserati Marv.
Marv gonna have a big game tomorrow.
Yeah, I think you have a big game.
I think so. I think the Cardinals win outright tomorrow. We'll talk about that soon, but
2 touchdowns is plus 1,000.
Oh, God.
3 touchdowns?
2.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought
Marvin
you said
Harrison. Nah, I would never bet a motherfucker scoring 3 touchdowns. You better put some pizza money on that.
Dude, 2 touchdowns is crazy too, bro.
Yeah, but he could easily do 2. Kyler just got to start targeting more in the red zone. He be wide open in the fucking red zone. Kyler don't never throw the ball.
That's not entirely true, but Kyler be targeting Marvin. Marvin don't be coming out with catches, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. All right, let's move on to the next game. We had Kansas City at San Francisco, the 49ers rematch of the Super Bowl. I like the Niners in this game coming into it because I thought that it was a good revenge spot. The Niners ended up laying 2. I got them at -1. Didn't end up mattering. The total was 47.5. I also slammed the under. The under was actually my favorite play in this game. And it went under 28-18.
What'd you say it was? 42?
47.5.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my favorite. That was my favorite play in this game, but I did bet the Niners earlier in the week -1. It didn't end up mattering.
You just missed that. They just made that because it was 46. So
yeah, I got lucky because there was basically like 2 garbage time touchdowns, dude.
Yeah, and a missed field goal.
Yeah, but the Niners. I'm not gonna lie to you, Ben. I'm very concerned, dude. This team is not very good.
Nope.
Their quarterback isn't very good.
Well, and then you got Brandon Ayuk out, likely for the season.
What happened with him?
Fearing torn ACL.
Oh,
dang.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Then Deshaun Watson tore his Achilles today.
Oh yeah, that's
we'll talk about that when we get there. We're talking Niners Chiefs right now. But yeah, I'm very concerned about the Niners, Ben. And the Super Bowl loser curse is fucking real, dude. Like, the team that always loses the Super Bowl is always totally fucking ass the next year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the big part of that too is I know Mason has been good, but losing CMC is a huge hit. I mean, best running back in the league, best offensive threat in the league.
Hold on, what?
He might be coming back in 2 weeks. Well, that's what they said.
Did you say best offensive threat in the league?
Yeah.
No fucking way, dog.
He can run, he can catch. Who was your better offensive threat?
That's crazy, bro.
Who's your better offensive threat?
Lamar Jackson.
I'm talking threat, brother, not fucking QB. Who's your best offensive threat? Sorry, weapon.
Best non-QB.
Best non-QB? Well, I would say I mean, like, are we talking like completely healthy, like,
yes,
in a vacuum? We're talking in a vacuum, completely healthy. I'd probably say Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp has the speed and
because the guy's always open, dude. He just always gets open. Or actually, I would say Justin Jefferson. That would be my answer.
Okay, Justin Jefferson, I will have is up there, but because you have the run pass option, I put CMC as the biggest offensive weapon, non-QB. I don't disagree. Kupp and Jefferson are up there, but when you're missing out on that, which was Brock's crutch, then you're not going to have a good year.
But that's the thing about Brock, dude. He's so mid, bro. Like, he's a good quarterback, bro. He's an average quarterback. He's fucking like he's like a Gardner Minshew times 2. That's like the best. Like, bro, like if you were to like drop Brock Purdy on the
he's
fucking
in between good and I mean, I'd still probably put him what?
I mean, I'll say this, dude. Quarterback plays at
12.
QB plays at an all-time low right now, dude.
Yeah,
like
you probably put him in that 10 to 12 area for QBs.
I'd say like 10 to 16, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I mean, the QB plays so bad this year, bro. It's like
he's above average, but he's definitely not like great. He's good.
My thing with QB play and shit is like I just think defenses have adapted to the modern like spread offenses. So now it's like we need to revert back to like old school fucking power eye, offset eye, like just run the fucking football, dude. Because now you got like 2 deep safeties. You're basically defenses are always in nickel nickel or dime coverages, right, Irv? And
Yep, we're running the 4-2-5.
yeah, and so now it's like, bro, you have to be able to run the football. Like, why? I'm surprised teams aren't fucking lining up in power I anymore, dude, and just being like, all right, here we go, fucking power I with a fullback. We're just gonna run it down your fucking throat and make you put an extra linebacker in there, and then once you do, now we're gonna go to the play action game and we're gonna fucking start throwing the ball.
Or you can do the what's the name? The triple option, the veer, or bring back
Nah, that won't happen in the end. That can't happen in the end. You got to be able to have a balance, but the point is like the last like 10 years, right? Everybody went to like a spread option type offense, and so all the defenses basically they have adapted. They started drafting players and developing players to be able to stop that kind of offense, right? So now you're seeing like quick cover type linebackers who are basically safeties or what we used to call money backers, right? I remember when what's his face? Ed Reed was basically the first guy that was like a money backer that was basically like a safety / linebacker that could play everywhere, right? But I remember when what's his face that used to play at University of Washington and got drafted by the Cardinals, or what the fuck's his name? His last name is Washington as well. What was his fucking name?
What was he? What position was he?
He was a safety, but they called him a money backer. He was basically like a safety / linebacker.
Safety / linebacker went to Washington. You're not talking about Buda Baker, are you?
No, not Buda. Before him, when Sark was at Washington.
Shaq Thompson?
No.
No, he went to the Panthers.
Oh, let me see. I'm gonna find it right now. But anyways, he was like the first guy of his like stature that he basically like revolutionized modern defense in the sense like he was able to play in like multiple type coverages because he could play as a linebacker, he could play as a safety, right? God damn, dude, his name is gonna fucking kill me, dude. I gotta fucking find it. He played for Sark. Arizona Cardinals drafted him in the first round. So I'll never forget it. When they drafted him, I was like, why the fuck are they drafting this motherfucker, dude?
Jabiri Issa?
No.
Clemente? Senio Clemente?
No.
Buda Baker?
Not Buda.
Byron Murphy?
No. Byron Murphy's nice, though, too.
Kevin Smith?
No.
Zeke Turner?
No.
That's all that have gone to Arizona.
Oh, Deion Buchanan. Sorry, he went to Washington State. Deion Buchanan. That's who it is. Deion Buchanan.
Yeah, it's very rare you get five delivery guys.
That's who it is.
Bringing your pizza.
Yeah, but like the last 10 years, we've seen the defenses adjust. Dude, that was always control. Daryl, Deion Washington. Deion Washington's the guy's name. But my point is that we've seen defenses adjust. Just as we saw defenses adjust to like stopping the run earlier, right? And that's why we saw teams start to spread it out and start to throw the ball all over the field. That's why we saw these quarterbacks like the Peyton Mannings of the world, the Phillip Rivers, the fucking Ben Roethlisbergers. Like all these quarterbacks got drafted because they were able to fucking sling the rock in college. And that was the way to defeat all these defenses that were playing like 46 Bear and 4-3 and being able to like absolutely stop the run. But now it's like we have to revert back to the old school way of football because all these defenses are built to stop the pass. So how do you combat that? You fucking run the motherfucking ball, dude.
Yep.
The Baltimore Ravens. The Chiefs have turned into a running first team, Irv.
I know the Chiefs, the Baltimore Ravens, the Niners all been a run first team ever since they hired Powell. Um, Shit, even the Steelers are a run first team, but I just think they frauds at 5-2. I know they
I
got a good defense,
I agree.
but they could be better with Russ because Russ is actual deep threat. His deep ball ain't what it used to be because he probably should throw the best damn deep ball in the league, but still decent.
Yeah,
George Pickens looked like a totally different player with him playing quarterback.
totally different, dude. And
Yeah,
that's what
because
Pickens.
Russ can throw the ball over 20 yards.
Yeah, and that's Pickens's like best attribute was that he's fast and he's like a good jump ball receiver, dude. So it's like you got to be able to use the guys to their best to the best of their abilities, and having Russ obviously it I mean all bullshit aside, dude, like the Steelers look the best they have all year tonight, to be honest. And
Jets aren't also good, so
they're not, but they still have a good defense. Or we kinda.
They still got a damn good defense. Just Sauce is having this is second year or third year.
Third year.
third year.
Third, he's having a junior slump. He didn't have a sophomore slump. He's having a junior slump. But you know who's stepping up? My number one cornerback from that draft,
Who?
Derek Stingley.
Oh yeah, Stingley's he's hella nice. All right, let's move into the next game. We had Carolina at Washington.
Hold on, Ricky Persall. Good to have you back.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Ricky. He had how many catches do you have today? One?
3 for 21.
3 catches.
But whatever, you got fucking shot 50 days ago, so
Yeah.
that's that's good. So good for you. Good for fucking you. Okay, sorry.
Steven just messaged me, said I thought you were talking about Daryl Washington. I also thought he was gonna be really good, but not Deion Buchanan, man, the money backer, bro.
He was pretty good.
Change the position. All right, let's move into the next game. We had Carolina at Washington. Washington closed 10.5, 10-point favorites. The total was 51. It went under. Washington just absolutely decimated Carolina. We also saw a Bryce Young fucking sighting in this game as well.
Hey, he was 2 for 2.
Yeah, for -4 yards.
-4, but 2 for 2.
Nasty stuff, man. Nasty stuff. Yeah, bro. This the Panthers just might be really fucking bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
There's no might.
How many wins do they have? One, right?
1, yeah.
1.
Yeah, they might not win another game.
No.
And I don't think like I get Washington is like they look good with Jaden Daniels and stuff, but
Damn, who did the Panthers beat?
Who did they fucking beat?
They beat
They beat the Raiders. Shout
the
out
Raiders, yeah.
fucking trash bigs.
Dog shit.
We'll get to the Raiders soon too. But I mean, I still have a lot of concerns about the commies, dude. Like, I don't think their defense is necessarily that good. I just think they've had like last week they got fucking walked all over by the fucking Ravens. I think they've had a very fair schedule, to be honest, and they probably should have lost to the Giants in week 2 if the Giants had a fucking kicker. Probably talking about a lot of different things, but the commies they're doing their thing right now, but and their division sucks, which is beneficial to them, but
they've only played one division game though.
Hopefully, did his X-rays come back yet?
Nah. Well, they said he's fine, quote unquote, but yeah, it's a rib injury, so I don't think he's gonna be.
That's tricky.
Yeah.
So yes, the division sucks, but they've only played one division game.
And they should have lost that game too. They only won because the Giants didn't have a kicker.
Yeah.
So the Giants had to go for 2 every time they scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
The commies won that game without scoring a touchdown.
Yeah, they had defensive points and
they had like 6 field goals.
Yeah. They've played the Giants, the Bengals, the Cardinals, the Browns, and the Panthers are their W's.
Yeah,
Ravens and Bucks are their losses. So I mean, I'd still put them as a top tier team, but they're like the lowest of the top tier teams.
Yeah, I just think there's a lot of regression coming from that team.
Yeah. Bears next week is going to be an interesting.
Yeah, I like
game.
I like the Bears in that one, to be honest. The Bears they have a top 5 defense, and I just think overall they're a much better team. They've played better teams.
And they got my boy Caleb. I wish he was at USC right now. We'll win the championship.
Jesus Christ. I don't even want to talk about USC right now, dog.
If he had that defense, we wouldn't have lost a motherfucking game.
I was up till like 3 a.m. rewatching that game last night and just fucking. Yeah, it was a long night last night, bro. All right. Vegas Raiders at Rams. This one closed 7.5. The total is 43.5. The total goes under. Raiders cover 15-20. Shout out to a meaningless fucking field goal at the end.
Yeah, you gotta love those. And this game is the definition of a battle of attrition. One team is battling a bunch of injuries and they're fighting through and winning some games that they shouldn't be winning. And then on the other hand, you just got a dog shit franchise that needs to rebuild. And they just got Tom Brady as a owner, so hopefully they can find a what's the name. And he can help them identify and find a quarterback, even though your dumbass head coach from 2 years ago turned down a CJ Stroud trade, but that's the history of the Raiders. Gotta love it.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no guarantee if CJ Stroud goes there that he looks the way he does, bro.
That's true too. So
what do you guys take of Max Crosby getting kicked out of the facilities this week, basically saying that he's not here for a rebuild?
They need to take.
Was that real? I thought that was thought that was satire.
No, that was real. Josina Anderson don't report fake news.
I mean, dude, bro, I don't know what he expected, bro. Like, this team wasn't gonna be good anyways, bro. But like, they literally hired the head coach because of him. Like, he okayed the head coach because the head coach lets him say the N-word, and so like he's like, yeah, bro, like I want to hire this guy, and now this is what you get, bro. Like, this is you made your bed, lay in it,
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, the Raiders should.
Devontae Adams was saying all the right things too. Now look where he's at. So I don't know. If I was the Detroit Lions or even the Rams, I would be on the phone trying to make a deal.
Oh, absolutely. And the Raiders should trade him.
Yeah.
Get what you can for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's under contract, but like your dead cap hit's only like $10 million, and he's not guaranteed a ton of money, so you can literally get at least a first and like a third.
Exactly. For him. And you're in last place right now in the division with Raider fans like to call him the best defensive player in football. I probably think he's more like a top 6, 7 defensive player in football. It's pretty damn good, but you're the biggest piece of shit in a shitty diaper, and that's not a good look because the rest of it just stinks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they should trade him. I mean, the Lions need a pass rusher. The Ravens could use a pass rusher too. The Rams aren't going anywhere. I don't know if they will do it. Yeah, the
Commanders could definitely use a pass rusher.
The Eagles. Because the Eagles, I mean, they had 9 sacks today, but they all came from like basically the interior.
The Bills.
That's another one. Yeah, bro. There's a lot of teams that could fucking definitely use a Max Crosby, bro. Like, if I'm the Raiders, I'm definitely entertaining the idea of trading him if I can get a first and third.
Well, one Raider fan said they're gonna get a more than they got with Khalil Mack. Shout out to him.
Who was that?
Matthew.
Oh yeah, okay, buddy. All right, let's move into the next game. We had Houston at Green Bay. This was a really good game. The Texans closed 3-point dogs. The total was 47.5. The total actually went under, surprisingly.
I can't believe that shit went under.
and the Texans covered the 3. Yeah, this game was what was it, 19-14 at half, and then there was only 13 points scored in the second half. This was just it was a crazy game. But I mean, to be honest, like a lot of the points scored in the first half were because of like miscues and all that. But I mean, CJ Stroud did not have a good game, dude. 10 of 21 for 86 yards. Jordan Love 24 of 33, 220 yards, 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. I mean, this was honestly, it was a good game, but it was kind of ugly too, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But the Packers win, Texans cover. I feel like both of these teams are kind of in that middle tier, dude. Like, I think that they're both good teams, but I don't think they're great teams.
I'm right there with you. That Tucker Kraft touchdown was fucking beautiful, though.
That was a nice catch.
That was a hell of a catch.
Yep. Agree there. That's all we have on that one.
Yeah, Mixon looked good.
Yeah,
I was impressed with the running game for Houston.
I'm impressed with the Packers though. Packers are figuring things out.
Yeah, the only thing I want to see from Jordan Love is I was wrong. I admit when I'm wrong. Jordan Love is a damn good quarterback, but
yeah, it took you fucking 3
clip
years,
that.
Bruh.
Why
and who's riding the bench right now?
It's just sometimes
who's riding the bench right now?
It's just sometimes
Who is it?
sometimes he just drops back and just says fuck it, just throws the ball anywhere he wants to and just throws a dumbass interception. Like,
hey, but sometimes if you throw a deep ass interception, sometimes it's just as good as a punt, dude.
yeah, but he should. I don't know, man. It's just some of his throws. I just be like, what was you thinking? If you just like look to your left or look back to the right, you got like a guy open in the flat, or maybe he just got to learn to live another play. But
yeah,
that's just he just got to stop turning the ball over. That's his only knock I got on him right now.
he does have to learn how to take care of the ball a little bit. But yeah, yeah, I agree. But the Packers they're a good team, man. We'll see when they face like the
Vikings and the Lions.
Yeah, and their first meeting against the Vikings, I take with a grain of salt because I was Jordan Love's first game back from that knee injury, and he definitely didn't look right. So, we'll see what happens in the next few games. But let's hop into that matchup, the NFC North matchup between the Lions and the Vikings. The Vikings closed -1. The total was 49. The Lions end up winning 31-29. Total goes over. Lions cover. Full transparency, like I loved the Vikings in this spot. Reason being is because the Lions were coming off of that big win against the fucking Cowboys. The Vikings were coming off the bye week. I thought this was a perfect spot for the fucking Vikings, and they jumped out to a 10-0 lead. It looked exactly how I thought, but the Lions scored 21 unanswered, and it was kind of a dogfight from there. But I mean, it was a hell of a fucking game. But man, bro, the Lions, I mean, bro, they might be the best team in the NFC.
The only thing with the Lions is if they play a lick of defense and they run the ball the way they run the ball, nobody's gonna beat them.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about it too. It's like 1 week it's Montgomery, 1 week it's Gibbs, then you switch it around. It's Gibbs the next week, and then Montgomery the week after that. And they just have. Go ahead.
You got Khalif Raymond and Amon-Ra say, well, we know Amon-Ra is a dog, but now they got other receivers stepping up, and they got Williams, who's the ultimate X factor because he could take over a game with his speed. So, good luck, NFC.
Yeah, and I think now they have this like win it for Hutch like mentality where they're gonna go out and beat teams that they probably aren't because they've got a coach that really just fucking like picks them up and gets them ready for games.
And he
might not be the best decision maker, but he will get their effort up.
And he goes against conventional wisdom. When he did that fake play, I'm like, bro, Dan Cameron, what the fuck is you doing? Some Brandon Staley shit right now.
Seriously. Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah, but the Lions, man, it's gonna be tough to beat them. The way if they keep running the ball like that, and hopefully Montgomery's not out for a long time. They got a 2-headed monster. They got 4 good wide receivers. Tim Patrick is solid. He steps up and makes some plays when they need him to. That O-line is probably top 2, top 3 in the NFL. Been that way for like the last 2-3 years. As long as Goff not turning the ball over, it's good luck beating them.
Yep, agree with that.
They're gonna lose one more game this year
Oh yeah,
They
they'll lose
on
a
New Year's
couple
Eve.
games.
New Year's Eve.
Who will they lose to?
New Year's Eve game.
Who is it?
The
The
Niners.
Niners?
Yeah.
Oh no, man! Not the way the
I'm
Niners
just
look
kidding.
right
No.
now.
No, it's gonna be Vikings on the 5th.
I think the Vikings' chance to beat them was today. I don't know.
I
man.
think the Vikings come back to beat them.
I think the Vikings got a little exposed on defense today, which is has been a big
The
part of their
Vikings
game.
have too many options on offense. I think they'll come back.
I mean, they should. They have the talent for sure. All right, let's move into
torn ACL. Damn.
who.
Brandon Ayuk.
Shit, it came.
They announced it.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Well, at least he got paid.
That's fucking brutal.
I mean, the good thing is that you do have Persall coming back right now to fill that hole.
Yeah,
It's not the same. It definitely isn't the same, but
you can pick
they've
him
got
from
somebody else.
fantasy. Grab him right now. The dude's about to get hella targets.
That's true. I'm running my fucking phone.
Jesus. All right. Let's move on to the next game. We had Seattle at Atlanta. Seattle closed a 3-point dog. The total was 51.5. The total went under. Seattle wins the game 34-14. Just absolute domination here. What was your guys' thoughts on these two teams here?
Seattle versus Atlanta.
Yep.
In the words of the great Jim Moore, that second half, we came out, got our asses totally kicked. We couldn't run the ball. We couldn't pass the ball. We couldn't stop anybody. We couldn't tackle anybody. We just got our asses totally kicked. And I don't know how you start a second half, 3 straight drives, 3 straight interceptions. So if you're not going to beat a high school team, a pee wee team, a junior college team, let alone an NFL team playing like that.
Yeah. You can't turn the ball over like that, man. That's true. Very true.
Falcons, you better get it together. You can pack your asses up or go to Michael Penix. Honestly, man, I don't know why you drafted Michael Penix and you got Kirk Cousins for that contract, unless you could find a trade partner because, oh man, Kirk Cousins looked terrible today, man.
He didn't look great today, but he hasn't looked bad all year though.
Yeah, he hasn't. So, but I don't know. Michael Penix might be on his heels after that performance.
Maybe, but I still am in. I know I'm in the minority where I think it's good to draft a young quarterback and let him sit a year and let him learn. Cool. So, who knows what happens in the future. I just think it was weird that they drafted him and then they could have they signed Kirk Cousins and could have drafted someone to help him this year, but they didn't. I don't know, it just didn't make a fucking ton of sense. But the Falcons, I mean, they're not terrible this year, but this was a bad game.
They're not terrible. That's a bad loss. That's the type of loss that would make you a free fall.
It could, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think Atlanta, that division's still open, dude. It's between them and Tampa, obviously, but it's still open. All right, let's move into the next game. We had the Eagles at the Giants. Eagles closed 3-point favorites. The total is 42. Eagles win 28-3. To be honest, dude, the Eagles didn't really play particularly well on offense. Jalen Hurts is only 10-14 for 114 yards. Barkley added 17 carries for 176 yards. But the big thing is that the Giants just couldn't do anything offensively, bro.
They couldn't stop the run.
Well, they couldn't stop the run, but they really couldn't do anything offensively, and they just got worn down at the end.
Yeah, 3 points on offense. Daniel Jones looked horrible. Drew Lock didn't look that great either.
No one's gonna look good behind that offensive line, dude. I'm telling you that right now, especially without Andrew Thomas.
Yep. Malik Neighbors, probably your best asset, and just came back from injury and was 4 for 8 today.
Yep. Nasty game there.
Yep.
Nothing more there. I
No.
still think the Eagles kind of suck. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
I think the Eagles' love has definitely come back down to earth.
I think
You don't.
they're just a good team.
I like the way Jalen Hurts played today.
Probably threw the ball for like 99 yards.
114, but 10 for 14. I mean, what? Like, who cares? 10 for 14, 3.1, rushing average.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
this game was all about Saquon and their defense, dude.
Saquon just fucking
Yeah, we
gave
knew.
the middle finger to the Jets for giving him a uh fuck. Oh my God, what's the team friendly deal? The
No, he
Oh,
wanted when
the
they tried to give him
franchise
a
tag.
hometown discount.
franchise tag. Thank
The
you.
franchise tag.
Yeah, giving him the franchise tag every fucking year.
All right, let's move into the next game. We have the Dolphins at the Colts. Colts closed 3-point favorites. The total is 44. Colts win 16-10. Yeah, this game was ugly. And once Tyler Huntley went out, it was fucking really fucking.
Yeah, it was
ugly.
a wrap.
It was terrible. I still like. I mean, the Colts they're a decent team. The Dolphins are just super injured, and unfortunately, Mike McDaniel is probably going to lose his job because of it. But he's supposed to be like this offensive guru, and he just like cannot figure it out right now, dude. And it's a little concerning if you're a Dolphins fan.
Isn't Tua supposed to come back in about 2 weeks?
They're saying he's gonna practice next week, so we'll see. But I mean, like, dude, like Tyreek Hill's been non-existent the last few weeks. Like, it's been ugly.
Well, I mean, they've got a QB. You can't throw the ball 20 yards. I mean, it's the same thing as Pittsburgh. Is until they get a QB, you can throw the ball further than 20 yards. Tyreek isn't going to be a major threat.
Yep, it's gonna be tough sledding there. Tennessee at Buffalo. Buffalo closed 10-point favorites. The total is 41. Total goes over. Buffalo wins 34-10. Tennessee got off to a 10-0 lead here, and then Buffalo just absolutely fucking took over. Amari Cooper, first game with the Buffalo Bills, had 66 catches for a touchdown. Ray Davis, 5 carries, 41 yards, 1 TD. Josh Allen, 21 of 33, 323 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tennessee, bad team.
They look better with Mason Rudolph, though.
Not this game.
They still look better with Mason Rudolph, though.
Yeah.
Will Levis is just
He's terrible.
garbage.
Yeah,
he's horrible.
He's probably the worst quarterback in the league.
But Mason Rudolph looked I mean better, not great.
And then we got one more game until we get to the Monday Night Football. Cincy at Cleveland. Cincy closed 5.5-point favorites. Total is 43. Cincy won 21-14. Nick Chubb scored a touchdown his first game back, but didn't look particularly well. Dorian Thompson-Robinson obviously took over for Jameis Winston once he went down with the Achilles injury, and he looked fucking.
And that's 100% an Achilles snap. You saw it. Like that looks.
The sad thing is too is like Deshaun Watson was having his best game, dude. Up until that point.
Yeah, 15 for 17 for 128.
And then he gets that Achilles injury and all hell breaks loose, and
he's done for the season, probably half of next season too, right?
I mean, most Browns fans hope they never see him again, to be honest.
Yeah, they don't want to see him again. They was cheering when he got hurt, so
yeah.
Cheering him, and they was cheering when he got hurt, and it was booing when he got hurt. That was like a double whammy.
Yeah. DTR didn't look too ready though. He looked like shit. That team is just, they're fucked. Their defense is like legit, dude, which is the worst part about this, but their offense is just so fucking bad, dude, that they're just screwed. They're absolutely screwed.
Yeah, I think big thing for the Bengals, say, other than, Cleveland offense not doing much, no turnovers. First time in a while.
Who are the Bengals?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they've always struggled against the Browns, and I mean, you take away that kickoff return touchdown to start the game, and like this game looks totally different, and the Cleveland Browns look like shit, and this is still a game. So it is what it is. All right, we got 2 Monday night games tomorrow.
We also didn't talk about Jags Pats. Do we care?
No, that game.
Okay.
2 shitty fucking teams in fucking London.
One shittier than the other. Okay, sorry. 2 games tomorrow.
We got 2 games tomorrow. We got Baltimore at Tampa. Currently, Baltimore is basically 3.5-point favorite. The total is 49.5. I actually think this is gonna be a pretty good game, dude.
I agree.
I think this is 2 very good teams. What do you guys think?
I agree with you. I think it's going to be 2 really good games. I think, or two really good teams playing in a good game. Both 4-1. I just think Baltimore has a little bit of an edge here at most, if not all, offensive positions here, and I think that's what pushes them over. I think Lamar is a little bit better than Baker. I think Derrick Henry is a little bit better than Bucky. Is their starting running back? I think Zay's got.
I do think I'll say this, dude. I think that this being the first game since the hurricane too, I think there's going to be some extra motivation in Tampa for Tampa. I don't know. This is 2 good teams, bro. Like, you know, Tampa's averaging 6.4 yards per play. Baltimore's defense is obviously better. Baltimore's offense averaging 7.1 yards per play, but Tampa's defense is slightly better than the Ravens' defense statistically.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore's offense better than Tampa's in everything, but in everything. Sorry, they're better. They're just a better offense. Well, everything but passing. I don't know. This is gonna be a good game, bro. I lean Tampa here plus the points.
Yeah, that's kind of like the over. I know it's 50.5, but I think this is going to be a high scoring game.
It very well could be, yes. Both offenses can move the ball. My biggest concern is that the Ravens don't give up a lot of rush yards, but they give up 275 pass yards a game, which is 31st in the league.
Is Vita Vea playing for the Buccaneers?
Questionable.
So he'll probably play.
All right, if he doesn't play, it's definitely gonna be a shootout because when
He did not practice Saturday.
Yeah, if he don't play, it's gonna be a shootout because when he's not playing on that defense, man, that defense looked totally different.
Was he a limited participant or?
No, did not practice.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing. They probably gonna come down to game time decision and just scratch him late. But
Hamstring.
I expect a shootout.
Yeah, if he don't play, they're gonna be able to run the ball for sure.
Mm-hmm. The thing about the Buccaneers too, they score fast too.
Yeah.
And Tucker and Bucky Irving been balling.
Yeah. It's gonna be a good game. I lean Tampa though, plus the points. No play for me though here.
I like that.
I'd like this at 3. If I'm going for the Ravens, I'd like it at 3. That extra hook.
Yeah.
That kind of gets me here.
Yep. So tough. That's a tough one. All right. And then we have the Cardinals and Chargers. Cardinals are 1-point dogs at home. The total is 44 against the Chargers. Thing that worries me about the Chargers here is like they just have a fucking thrash of injuries, especially at their wide receivers. Like, I don't even know who the fuck Herbert's gonna throw the ball to tomorrow. Like,
McConkley is supposed to be back.
yeah, I think McConkey's gonna be playing, but Johnson's out. He's been their leading wide receiver. And then DJ Shark, he didn't practice, so I think he's gonna be out. Joey Bosa's also out on defense. I mean, they just have a thrash of fucking injuries, dude, which I don't love. There for the Chargers. What do you guys think about this one?
It could be a shootout. It could be a defensive struggle. The Cardinals' defense has been leaking lately, so even though you wouldn't expect points to be scored, I expect some points to be scored in this game here.
Yeah, but the one thing about the Cardinals, though, is like, their defense isn't good against the fucking pass. Well, their defense isn't very good against anything, but the Chargers can't throw the ball, dude. They're like 29th in passing. And I think that's the biggest concern is like the Cardinals are going to be able to stack the box, bro. I think the Cardinals win this game. I'm not going to lie. All bias aside.
I wouldn't be shocked if they win because shit, the Chargers just bang the hell up.
Yeah, they're hella
Now,
banged up.
one thing they will have to do, they got to stop J.K. Dobbins.
They do have to stop J.K. Dobbins.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cardinals haven't really been able to stop the run except against the Niners.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens there.
There he is. Arizona's definitely faced the harder schedule too.
Yeah. Much more battle tested.
No. Yeah, I kind of like Arizona here.
Yeah, I like the Chargers.
I'll probably take the 1.5 because the difference between minus 110 and plus 105 isn't that great.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'll take the. I mean, some places have it at 1.5.
Yeah, if you can get the 1.5, I would take it.
I'll take that over.
I think the over's got.
In the Cardinals Chargers game, the Chargers don't score.
They scored 23 against the Broncos, so they could definitely score in the 20s against y'all, and y'all could definitely put up 20 to 30.
And I don't know.
So lines move to 1.5. So you're looking at the difference between plus 100 for the money line, and if you jump to 1.5, it's 120. So is that worth 20 cents for the point?
Yeah. I think the Cardinals win outright, dude, to be honest. I think they win this game. I think they win. But they do have a bye week coming up, which I don't fucking love.
Yeah, but they want to go out and on a high for that bye week.
Oh, no, they don't have a bye week. I'm sorry. Their bye week isn't until the week after. No, their bye week isn't for a while. So this could be, I like the Cardinals here. All right, let's get some best bets.
Here we go.
What do we like? What do we like?
Oh, the pain. This pains me a lot to do it. But we've already moved 8 cents now. So go take Dodgers series price right now.
Minus $1.26.
It's at 128 right now. Earlier I took it at 126, but it's at minus 128 right now. It's moving. Go take it. It'll be nice to see. Well, no, it won't be nice. But Dodgers fans will at least have a trophy that doesn't have Mickey Mouse ears in this decade. So, and then I like Baltimore, Tampa Bay over 50.5 tomorrow.
Nice. Steven also said he likes the over 47, and he likes. I'm assuming that he likes the over 47 in the Bucks game, and then he also likes McBride anytime touchdown tomorrow plus 230.
Vault Tampa Bay over 50.5.
Woo! What do you like, Irv?
I got two best bets. I got actually I got three.
Okay.
I got English Premier League, Nottingham Forest versus Crystal Palace. Their last 4 games all been draws, so if this game doesn't end in a draw, I won't bet soccer for the rest of the year. So I got that game as a draw. I also got the Italian Serie A, Monza versus Verona.
Okay.
Their last 3 games all been draws too, so I'm expecting another draw tomorrow for them.
Okay.
And for the NFL, I'm gonna do the over for the Ravens and the Buccaneers. I think the final score will be like 31-28 or 34-31 in that neighborhood.
So you're going over. What's the over right now, Ben? 50.5?
50.5.
50.5. And for my last best bet,
Can you go 4?
yeah, we're gonna go 4.
Sheesh.
I got the over for the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Tampa Bay Lightning.
What's that? 6?
Yeah, 6.
All right. I'm gonna go Cards plus 1 as my best bet, and then I'm also going to take the Boston Celtics minus 5.5 on Tuesday against the Knicks.
Nice.
I like both of those.
How high do you think that series price goes?
The Dodgers?
Yeah.
What, 150 maybe?
Nah,
I was gonna
probably
go 40.
135.
Okay. 140, okay.
You, Jordan, you're saying 45?
135.
35, okay.
Because a lot of money is going to come in on the Yankees just because, like, the Yankees are, like, the most fucking storied franchise. Like, people bet the Yankees just because they're Yankees fans, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think about them Jim Crow titles before you do.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging
Just
out
the
with us.
fucking Colorado Rockies, bro.
That's what they've been the last 15 years.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. We really appreciate y'all. We'll be back on Tuesday night. We'll be breaking down more of the World Series, talking some more baseball. So tap in with us then. But enjoy your Monday. Good start to the week. Be positive. Stay positive. Follow us on Instagram at Taproom Sports Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Taproom_sports. Follow Irv at Swerve and Urban TSP. Follow myself at Jordan Rules TSP on Twitter. We'll catch y'all later. Have a blessed Monday. Peace.
Peace.